So let's start talking about manufacturing operations. Remember, this whole class is going to be about a manufacturing environment. This class actually will be probably much more applicable to people, to you as students, understanding it than you might have found the first ones. So in this book, we're going to use the fact of being a guitar making manufacturer. So we're going to be looking at the complete business for a guitar manufacturer. Okay, so guitar making operations, this is who we're going to be. Hold on, let me find my laser pointer. Here we go. Legend Guitars. So here's what happens. A customer will place their order with the guitar company, and typically a customer is not just one individual ordering one guitar. It is a music center that might be ordering 15 or 20 guitars to bring to their place of business to sell to customers. So once the order is received by Legend Guitars, they're going to take materials, wood, guitar strings, guitar bridge. These are the materials. They're going to assemble them. They're going to cut the wood and then assemble the guitar. And when they're done, they'll have a finished guitar. So again, this is going to be making something. So the big thing about this chapter is cost. And it's very important to understand cost. In order to know what my prices are, I need to know what my costs are. So you're going to be writing all of these things down as we go, because that's just what the homework is going to be about. So a cost is any amount of money that I'm going to pay for something. Whether I'm buying materials, I'm paying for labor. Everything I pay is going to generate, I'm paying to make something that's going to generate me money in the long run. And so we talk about cost as their relationship to other things. So a cost object, keyword, is anything that is that it could be a product, it could be a territory, it could be a department or an activity. So a cost object is something that's going to be have some sort of relationship to some sort of segment of operations. Cost object. Now, we have direct cost and indirect cost. Direct cost are directly identified to an item or a cost object. For example, if the guitars in this story were my cost objects, the direct cost would be the cost of the wood and any other material, major material that it takes to make that. So a direct cost can be identified and traced straight to a cost object, whereas indirect costs cannot be identified to a particular cost object. For example, let's say I don't only make guitars, let's say I make other instruments in this plant. But my production supervisor, who is the supervisor of all the plant, his salary would be considered an indirect cost because I cannot tie it directly to that guitar, which is the cost object. So anything that can't be tied directly to the product is an indirect cost. So here are my direct cost, my wood and my little nails and my string. Cost object, of course, is the guitar. And here's my indirect cost. My indirect cost is the plant supervisor. Okay? Now the person actually making the guitar right here, the cost of his wages would be considered a direct cost because it can be tied directly to that guitar. So first you need to know your cost object, and then you need to know, is it traceable or non-traceable, to understand what type of cost it is. And another thing, when you guys are actually doing the homework, the key important thing here is to make sure you understand what it is you're making. That is the best way to identify your cost object. Okay. So I'm going to stop here. This was a video about direct and indirect cost, and we'll start on the next video, which is manufacturing cost.